How is everyone doing? What's up, Rob? Milk? Eric? How was everyone's weekend? What's up, Jason? Roger? Let me go ahead and turn these off. Carl, Jinx, Logan, how you doing? Car? Good morning, all. Advanced money duplicator today. Let's take a look. So, I'm just emptied the chart. Take a look at the new one. Chris, birthdays on the weekends are best. Happy birthday, or happy belated. Tracy, hope you had an amazing birthday. So, let's take a look. Chris, Seabliss is looking at AMD today. So, first thing that I like is we've created a support off of the old resistance. All right, so this was a significant level, 59. Or around 57 to 58 to 59, right? This three-point range. We rejected once, twice, 3 times, 4 times on the daily back in 2020. Right, all throughout 2020, we rejected this level. Okay, now we held it very, very well, and we're creating higher and higher lows. Right, we had a little break to the downside, a little fake out before a huge move back up. Right, typical liquidity pull. And now we're starting to consolidate right above this previous support. Right, so this support level here at 73 or 74, you know, just this general zone, we bounce once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Right, we broke through, we're sitting right here above. So now if the high here can break 77.08 can break, we do need to push over this triple top. That's a very significant level, 79.16. So if this level can break, right, 77.08 and then 79.16, those two levels, we should see a nice trigger to the upside to this next resistance above, to around 85. And this is just in the daily. Right, let's take a look at the closer chart here. It's very clean levels. Yeah, I like that a lot. What is everyone looking at so far today? Yeah, so if this can break, we do have higher and higher lows here. Change this coloring. Right, so we have a previous resistance on January 17th and January 13th. Actually, just on the 17th. And then we have a previous double bottom, right? So previous resistance acting as a new support, creating higher lows. And now we have kind of a triple top here, right? This resistance around 76.59, right, to 77. Right, so this zone here needs to break out. We should see a pushback up to 79.16. What's the name of the volume price indicator you're using? This is just a VRVP. Right here. VRVP. Okay. But right? You always just want to play the levels. So if we see downside, I like puts below this 72.72 level, right? 72.72. Nice number. We have a gap to fill to the downside at 71.54, right? All the way down to, you know, around 70. And then if this breaks, we do have a pretty nice support here at this zone here, right? Previous support acted as resistance, acted as support, around 67 or so. Okay. Let's go back to Netflix because I'm still in those puts. Right, I exited about 90% of my position and I just left runners on the rest of my position. Right, this rising wedge broke down perfectly, retested that previous support, which was a previous resistance. Right, we saw a nice little pullback, old support acting as a new resistance. Rejected here as well. Consolidated, we created a huge level of a support from the 26th to the 27th, Thursday and Friday. Very painful to sit through. Right? This is why swing trading and holding things for the entire day is painful sometimes. But you just got to stick to the plan always. Right? Watching this go back and forth all day long on Friday was painful, which is why I exited 90% of my position when we got it, when we got the gain. And I just left the runners and I had alerts set, right? So this was my stop loss and I wanted to see a breakthrough here, and we saw that breakthrough towards the end of the day. And now, right, we're opening up down in this region around 357. So my price target on Netflix, first we need a breakthrough 355.14. Then I have this level here for some reason. Take a look. Right, so this level below is this previous support, acted as resistance, and I'm sure it acted here some time over here again on the daily, so I could see. Yeah, it's just this previous support and this previous resistance. Right, so that is my situation here with Netflix. Right, looking for 355.14 and then 351. But if we do gain some strength here, right, we could retest this 358.54, and we need to see what happens at that level and see how price reacts, right? Because that's that previous support. So likely, if it does move to the upside and gain some strength, right, we're going to retest this area, and this is an area that it could reject. Okay. My main watch today is just going to be SPY. I don't really like too many setups today, right? When we have this huge run in the entire market, a lot of setups invalidate my plan. All right, I'm looking for periods of consolidation like this, right? Like this and this. When we have these huge runs, right, we have no periods of consolidation. So it gets a little, it's not tough. It's just my plan is works for flags, right? I'm looking for falling wedges, bull flags, higher lows, lower highs, something that's going to give me a good risk to reward with a high probability. Yeah, Friday was painful. Friday was definitely painful. If everyone could drop a like on the video, I would appreciate it. Let's see. Tesla definitely going to watch here. It's up in pre-market when everything else is red, and we are right below this resistance. Right, so on a smaller time frame, we do have higher and higher lows. Right, 1, 2, 3, higher and higher lows, and we have this double top sort of here. Right, this region right here, or you can even consider it a triple top. What's up, Shadow? What's up, Andre? So you could consider it a triple top. You can also draw it like this. Right, so you could play puts below this level. Right, so puts below 177.54 could work, and you could potentially see some nice downside. There's a lot of room to run. Or if we gain some strength, because this is up pre-market, and let's say SPY pushes up at open, I'd look for a break over this 180.68 level. Let's see what else we got today. That's on a way smaller time frame though. Creating a nice V here on Google, but we're opening up all the way down here at 98. Square, no. I don't like when we open up down in these ranges. Apple has a pretty nice support at 143.32, right? We acted as a resistance and then we acted as a support. Yeah, we do have a crazy week ahead. We have ERs, we have Powell speaking. That's going to be a huge factor, right? There's going to be some huge opportunity around Powell. That's on Wednesday. Regarding earnings, let me pull the chart up here quickly. So let's pull up this quickly. Give me a second, everyone. Okay, so you guys can see this. Whoops, where'd it go? Okay, here is the scheduled economic releases for this week. Tuesday, we have some of these numbers dropping. This is the important thing regarding the Fed. Right here. And then Powell. Okay, and then earnings. Let me open that up as well. Not very clear. Earnings, we got a ton of names. So after close, what do we got that's significant? Nothing really today. But tomorrow we got UPS, Exxon, Pfizer, Caterpillar, Spotify, McDonald's. Then we have AMD after close tomorrow, Snap, EA, T-Mobile, Peloton, Amazon, Apple, Google, Ford, all right, Honeywell, Hershey, Starbucks, a ton of names this week. Thursday is going to be, pretty big for the names that I trade, right? Google, Apple, Amazon. Also Tuesday, all right, AMD, Spotify, McDonald's. Yeah, I trade on voice chat for the first hour or so during market open. Right after that, I like to just walk away from the screen. But I always am on my phone trading, like for you guys. I'm posting the charts for you guys. But generally speaking, I do not trade in the middle of the day. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that's really all I'm looking at. SPY is just going to be my top watch along with my Netflix position and Tesla. All right, Tesla top watch. It is up 0.2% now in pre-market. Netflix, because I have a position still. Let's see. And then AMD, I know CBLS is watching that big time today. Remove all this. Yep, in market insights. Thank you, Shadow. Appreciate it. All right, so before market opens in 15 minutes, right? Make sure every week, you have your mindset adjusted, right? This isn't gambling. Treat this like a business, because it is a business and you can make it a business. Okay. Be risk first. I put a bunch of, let me see where it is. I think I posted it in Market Insights, or let me see where I posted it. I think I posted it in Market Resources. Okay, here. So I pop this out. Here. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can read this. Let's see. But I posted this on the 25th, and I think everyone should take a look at it. Right? Every night, everyone should be charting and planning your trades. And by that, I mean looking for support and resistance levels near the current price, just like what I do every morning here. Right? Find 5 to 6 setups, excluding Aspire SPX. Right now I have Tesla, Netflix, AMD, and I'm sure I'll find something else regarding flow when markets open, but that's what I suggest. Right? Find a few setups, set your levels. Is the Discord chat available to anyone? You have to be a Bull Trades member. But you also get the dashboard, unusual option activity. Right? This whole screener, which I have set every single morning. It's on my other screen. And this is what I look at on my other screen every single day. Right? It just shows unusual orders. Extremely helpful to trade. These were taken right after close on a Friday. Right, at ask too. So they took 4 or 5 puts, and these are going to open in the money for 131. So for tomorrow. Interesting. Are we in there all day? There's usually someone in there all day. We're all in there in the morning. It's quiet now because the market's not open. Right, at 9:30, everyone goes in there, and then we trade. You have any filters? Yeah, out of the money, sweeps only, weekly expirations only, and greater than or equal to, I change it constantly, but 50 to 75,000. But back to this. Before you enter the trade, you want to find the risk, right? Risk first trading is going to change the way you trade, because a lot of people, not saying you guys are one of them, maybe you are. A lot of people will go into a trade seeing or thinking about how much they can make. If you're doing that, you're going to blow up your account one day or another. Right? Go into the trade saying, am I okay with losing this much money? Right? If you enter with $1,000, typically around half, you should be fine with losing, right? Around $500, I would say. Right? Change your size according to your risk, right? If you're comfortable with losing $500 and you've been losing $600 or $700 a trade, size smaller. It's going to help you trade less emotional. Right? Understand that you're not going to win every trade. It's perfectly okay to not win every trade. It's impossible. Right? That's why we size correctly and we have stop losses. Okay? Always follow the chart. The levels. Can't say it enough, right? Old support becomes new resistance. Old resistance becomes new support. Right? And then in order to accept a loss, you have to be ready for a loss. Okay? You're a Bull Trades member. Dashboard shows coin huge bullish flow for 64 calls. So right, as always, I'm always chart first and then flow. So if the chart is good, I'm all for it. Let's take a look at coin. All right, so here's the daily on coin. Let's delete this. All right, so first things first is it's picked up a nice trend here from the lows. Right, but first things first, right? Overall downtrend on the daily from initiation or from, you know, going public. Overall downtrend. All right, we're starting to base here. We finally broke above this previous support here at 41. And we consolidated a tiny bit and we broke above. Okay, but now we're testing a big zone here. Why is this a big zone? All right, we have multiple levels of support at this level here. All right, we have a previous bounce, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we acted as resistance, we acted as resistance. So this needs to push up. If it can break the high of day from Friday, not bad. 64 calls are definitely a good option then. Right, you have to see when the expiration is on those 64 calls. I like to look for weeklies only because I like to look for weekly out of the money plays only with a decent amount of size at the ask, right? That means people are bullish or very bearish and they're looking for a big move shortly, right? That's why I look for out of the money weeklies only. Okay. And pretty much at the ask too. Right, so chart comes first, flow comes second. But the flow is just another way to confirm the direction that you're playing. Expires this Friday, so even better, right? That it expires quickly or soon, right? So they're anticipating a move to 64, right? Obviously, you have to keep an eye on Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin has seen a nice surge, right? We had this nice wedge break to the upside and need to see what happens here. Looks like it's starting to stall, so Bitcoin needs to do something soon, right? We have kind of a rising wedge here forming. Right, not the most perfect, but you guys should get the point. Right, something like that, rising wedge. So if Bitcoin can break out and push past this high here of 25,212, and coin should do well. Okay. Tesla now is down only up 0.04% here. Pre-market. Spot. Let's take a look at VIX. VIX is up here. Higher time frame. Here's VIX. Right. Look at this trend line. Right. From January 3rd, it's rejected multiple times and it's rejecting again. Right. So if VIX breaks above 20.2, it's buy to the downside. Should see more downside. Carvana. I don't really like playing these names, right? Just because something's up a lot in pre-market. This is more of a gambling stock, right? You want to find something with a good chart. And let's see if it has a good chart. Right, so first things first, it does have this double bottom, right? Or triple bottom, whatever you want to call it. And we do have this price action that broke out, right? Lower and lower highs, flat bottom, saw this breakout, and now it's sitting right here at the zone here. Oops. Right, yes, it's up a lot. Don't get FOMO. I don't care if this goes up 1,000,000%. I don't, right? I want a setup. You could play it over 844, which it's over that in pre-market. It does have a gap to fill to the upside, so it does look pretty good. Right, we could take calls at open with a stop loss around this zone here on 7.5 and look for a gap fill to the upside here. Right, and then if the gap fills, we could see a move back up to around 11.9. Right, yeah, a tiny cup and handle. I don't really like the cup and handle pattern too much. It's just, I don't know. It's never been my favorite. Right? It's just like, it's so like drawn out. I don't know. Take a look at how, though, this previous resistance acts as a support, right? Previous double top acted as support. But yeah, I do like a potential lotto, right? I would never size normal on this. I would always go smaller because it is very risky, right? It's a small cap pretty much. Not a small cap, but it's a small cap to me, right? I'm used to trading mega caps. So I would definitely size small. But I do like the risk to reward on calls here, right? Because we do have a potential lot of room to run. So I'll keep an eye on it. I'll add it to my watch list. And I'll let you know what I end up doing. I'm going to set a trend line right here at this little spike up here. And this is where I'll put my alert. Right at 8.62. So if we do see some momentum, right, could take a lotto on calls and just look for, right, all the volume to come in. Right, this would be more of a volume breakout play. Okay. Is SoFi up a lot too? Up 10% here. Not as clean of a chart. It is breaking out. I'm pretty sure they had news. I feel like I saw it a bunch of times this morning. Let's see. Maybe I didn't see it. I don't remember. Boeing has a bunch of news dropping right now. The Air Force has awarded Boeing a $2.3 billion contract. But we do have kind of a head and shoulders. Not the cleanest of all, but... but 2 minutes to market open. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on SPY, Netflix, Tesla, and market open, and Carvana. All right, I'll let you know what I got, what I do with this. And... as always, let's have a good day. Go back into market resources and read that post I posted. And let's all kill it. I will see you guys in the Discord. Thanks for attending and drop a like before you head out.